tell me this works. Yes. Healthy. Healthy. Yes. Puta pendejo. What? Sky Sports? Hang on a tick, just getting this up. Hello, hello, hello. We're finally in here. Sorry, we're just having some teething issues here. A couple of teething issues. I hope there's no desktop sound coming through. Alright, it should be working now. Should be in there like swimwear. Should be in there. Alright. Here we go, here we go. You alright, boys? How's your day going? How is your day going? Hello, hello, hello. Have we got in here? Sorry, it's a tiny bit delayed. It's a tiny bit delayed, but I've literally restarted this stream about 3 times. It's unbelievable. Each time it kept saying there's not enough data to give you a smooth stream, to give you a smooth connection, so it was buffering all over the gaff. It was about as smooth as a rocky ride down the Grand Canyon. But now, touch wood, all seems good. All seems fine and dandy. Hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully everything is A to the OK. Let me just do a little Twitter search, a little Facebook search, and then I'll get that timer ready. Honestly, today my legs are absolutely killing me. I'm absolutely dead. Alright. Yes, go on, Diego. Diego Llorente, what a fucking baller. About time Leeds had some players in these top international squads. We've actually got more players in the Spain squad than Real Madrid. So Leeds for European champions next year? Question mark? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Who have we got in here? We got any of the drillers? Any of the Mandem? Any of the drillers den faithful? And just go check out the Discord. Oh, Morata's on the attack. Gets absolutely cleaned out. Absolutely clamped by, I can't see who there. It looks like it was Pepe. An absolutely gut-wrenching challenge, to say the least. Come on, alright, this timer, it needs to be timed to perfection. I need to start in 20 seconds and they're showing me a highlight, so I can't. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck? Why is it on 12 minutes? Ah, shite. Oh, well, this is not gone well. This has not gone well at all. This is absolute carnage today. I need a second to get myself with it. Alright, yeah. Alright, that will work. That will work. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, why is it stopped? Alright, I'll resume it in 20 seconds. For now, have we got any drillers in here? Have we got any of the boys? Any of the man dem? Any of the gang business? Alright, here we go. Oh, no, they're doing another highlight again. They're doing another highlight. They don't want me to get this time right. They don't want me to get it right. Oh, perfect. And there we go. The time is perfect. The time is right. Sorry, it took me a little minute to get there, to get my bearings together. But now, we should all be golden. I just need to get a drink. I need to get my drink going. And we're ready to rock and rumble. Ready to rock and roll. Rumble in the jungle style. Portugal starting off somewhat strong, but also looking very vulnerable at the back, it must be said. Spain looking dangerous on that counter-attack. It'll be interesting to see some of the personal battles today going down. Let's have a little look at the lineup for anyone that has missed it. Of course, you've got Ferran Torres, the City youngster. A very underrated player. Although he's spoken about quite a bit, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is someone who's not really given the same kind of airtime as Foden. He's not really good at putting the same breath as a Bukayo Saka or any of these other kind of British or European youngsters that we have playing in the Premier League. But Ferran Torres is one of a kind, let me tell you. He is one of a kind. Did you see his hat-trick? I mean, that goal, the flick on from the corner where he flicked it with the outside of his right foot. Oh, orgasmic. Simply orgasmic. And here he is again on the ball, ready to whip it in. But the cross, way too much weight on that. Way too much weight on that. Very easy to defend. But they still got it. Could get the ball into Morata here. I'm calling a Morata masterclass. Is anyone else seeing a Morata masterclass on the cards? Or is it just me? Is it just me? I'm telling you, this guy's the real deal. Morata. Morata's someone who's been hated on quite a bit as well, to be honest. Let me just check this audio. Check it's all coming through. Yeah. Morata. I mean, look, whether you like him or you loathe him, and the way he was treated when he was at Chelsea just wasn't right, if you ask me. He started off like an absolute house on fire. He scored like 12 goals in the first half of the season. Then his confidence went. Then all the memes started coming. Then he started getting abused. And that's when all the problems came in for poor old Alvaro Morata. But the guy is still a baller. And ever since that spell he had in England, everyone just seems to think of him as some Mickey Mouse man, some joke man. But I'm telling you, that's not the case. He's a serious baller. He just needs to get a bit of confidence going under his feet. And I'm telling you, he can cause problems for any team in European or world football for that matter. And he is one to watch out for the Euros. I feel like he could have a very good tournament. I don't think he'll be Harry Kane level, because Harry Kane will, of course, be bringing it home for England, bringing home all the bacon. But I still think he'll be pretty damn decent. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that for damn sure. Alvaro Morata, one to watch out for. You might want to put a bet on him sneaking into the Golden Boot race. That's all I'm saying. If you want to make some money, put your money with JT. Put your money where your mouth is. And put some money on Alvaro Morata potentially sneaking his way into that European Golden Boot race. But, I mean, what a game we've got here today. Portugal and Spain. Two tyrants. Here we go. João Felix with the ball in. It's crossed in. And it's lovely dealt with there. But, I mean, what a game we've got here. Two sides who are really going to be vying for that Euro 2021 trophy. Two sides esteemed in quality. And if anything, you'd say Portugal are probably the stronger of the sides on paper right now. Of course, you've got Penaldo, Penandez. You've got man like Renato Sanchez, also just won himself a Liga title. Renato Sanchez, another castaway player. Another player who was doubted by the many. Doubted by the nation, but he's come back strong in this, what would you say, middle part of his career. Of course, it didn't work out with him at Swansea, definitely didn't work out with him at Bayern Munich, And I feel like Bayern Munich kind of squandered his career a bit, if I'm really honest. If I'm speaking truthfully about Sanchez, I still think the guy's got a lot to offer. But, you know, unfortunately, it hadn't worked out for him in the past. But luckily, now, all seems to be fine and dandy as they show that cross again. Lovely ball in. Took a little nick on the way in, to be honest. And I don't know why it's saying it's not getting enough smooth streaming now. Should be fine, I hope so. Don't like this. I do not like this. Buffering one bit. What's going on, man? I'm not talking to Bruce Buffer over here. This ain't no Michael Buffer, Bruce Buffer commentary. But it is buffering. And speaking of buffering, Spain's defence could be buffering. As Portugal are in there. Lovely play by Jota. Dinks a ball in. Doesn't quite get there. Joao Felix is lurking around the area, though. Joao Felix, what do you guys think of that guy? What do you think of Joao Felix? A guy, maybe you could say he's a bit overrated. A lot of people would say, you know, maybe his performances at Atleti this year haven't led up to it. They certainly haven't been like they were when he was at Porto, was it? Benfica. When he won the league for Benfica in like the last 6 months of the season, and he was literally insane. Clinically insane. Well, he was driving defenders clinically insane as well, I'll tell you that much. The guy was different gravy that year. And here you go. Could he prove so yet again? Thiago on the ball. Thiago, again, not been a very good season for him. He would like to erect that form with the upcoming Euros tournament. Of course, you know, like I said, Spain have a big shot, as they always do. I wouldn't say this is the strongest Spain side I've ever seen. I do like Diego Llorente a lot. I do like their front line, you know, with Ferran Torres, Alvaro Morata being the two standout players. Then, of course, you have got Sarabia, who's playing there now. I wouldn't say Sarabia is their go-to man. I mean, let's have a look at who they have on the bench. They have Gerard Moreno, who can come in there. It says they have Diego Llorente on the bench, which is completely false because he's on the pitch. So, unless if there was a little last-minute switch around there, I'm not too sure what's going on with One Football. Seem a bit delusional, if you ask me. A bit crazy. And speaking of One Football, let's have a little look at it, shall we? Let's cast the screen over. Give me un segundo, por favor. Let's do a little switcheroo. That was a dirty challenge by Ruben Diaz there. They're absolutely filthy. That's what you want to see. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, let's show you the lineup in case anyone did miss the lineup. Of course, we'll go through the Portugal one first. You got a 4-2-3-1 action going on here. Jose Font. I mean, what a story he's had this year, huh? Also winning the league with Lille, like his teammate Renato Sanchez, playing in this forward 3 position. But Jose Font, a guy who was spat on. I mean, if you hear his story, it's absolutely fantastic. He was told he wasn't going to make it by these Portuguese clubs and that he wasn't good enough to become a professional footballer. So what did he do? He came to England, the place of the magic, the place where football began. And he decided to start off in the lower leagues of English football, starting off in the 5th division. I mean, can you believe it? The 5th division of English football, working his way up, eventually playing for Southampton in the Premier League before, in the twilight of his career, he's now 37. He's gone to Ligue 1. A lot of people said that was his retirement home, whatever. He's joined Lille, and lo and behold, they've only gone and beaten PSG to the league. Absolutely fantastic. You got Rafa Guerrero, former Borussia Dortmund left back. I mean, the guy was touted for big things. He's still a top player. Maybe his career hasn't kicked off in the same way he would have hoped what do you call him? Ronaldo saying that if he would sign one Portuguese player to Real Madrid, it would be him because he rates him that highly. Very, very talented player. Jose Font and Pepe, as I said, very, very old partnership here. I'd like to see how Spain use their pace in the latter half of this game, with Ferran Torres running at them and stuff like that. They could really, really expose this slow defense here. Nelson Semedo, we all know about that. It hasn't been the best year for him at Wolves. Hasn't been the best year for Wolves in general. Of course, after that Jimenez injury, they've hit the brick. Or they've sunk like a brick, should I say, or like a bag with a bunch of bricks thrown into the river. You've got Pereira and Oliveira in CDMs, and then of course, what a front four this is. I mean, Jota, what a signing that's been for Liverpool. £40 million, and he's worth every single penny by the looks of it. And next year, he could develop into a real beast because he was putting up numbers better than Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah were before he joined the club. And of course, we've seen how they've developed under Klopp as the years gone by. Salah being a bit of a different story because he did just hit the ground running in his first year. But nonetheless, you could see what the potential is for Diego Jota here. And Diego Jota's side are on the attack. And they've lost the ball. And now Spain are on the counter-attack. Nelson Semedo puts a challenge in there. And it's a Spain corner, is it? Is it a Spain corner? I'm not too sure what's going on here, Chief. So he's tackled Semedo. And apparently, Semedo hasn't touched the ball. Apparently, it is a Spain or a Portugal goal kick, should I say. But just to finish off this side, I mean, I don't think I really need to speak about this character, do I? I don't think anyone needs to be informed about this character. This character, on the other hand, a bit younger, has the potential to somewhat rival this character. I mean, he's been touted for good things, for levels potentially higher than Ronaldo, if that's even possible. I'm not sure if that will happen for him. For his sake, I hope he does fulfill his potential because what he does have is unbridled levels of talent. Let's have it right. The guy is talented. The guy is saucy. The guy is classy. He puts bums on seats, shall we say. He takes those bums straight off the seat once they see what he's doing on the pitch. And I tell you, he could give a hard-on to a man with ED. And I'll tell you that for a damn fact. But let's have a little browse over the Spain lineup now. Of course, Diego Llorente playing him right back. Of course, it's not his natural position. He is a natural centre-half. He's been doing the business for Leeds this season in that centre-half position. Aymeric Laporte, who's just changed his nationality from France to Spain. Of course, he wasn't really getting a look in the French team. But will this be an inspired decision? If he goes and wins the Euros with Spain now, what a decision that has been. That would actually be one of the biggest transfers of the season. It might, in fact, go down in history. It's that big. And then Gaia left back, Ruiz, Busquets, and Thiago in the central midfield. I mean, Busquets and Thiago, extraordinaires. And then, of course, Sarabia, Morata, and Ferran Torres up top. Is my mic? I hope my mic. Yeah, my mic is working. Portugal really getting overrun at times in this first half. It has to be said. It has to be said indeed. Spain really the aggressors this game, or this half, should I say, in the first 19 minutes. It's looking like it is ropes for Portugal. It's looking like their moments are numbered. As they showed Dama Traore on the bench. Could he be an inspired substitution? Because so far they've had a lot of the ball. They've had a lot of the ball in the final third, but it hasn't quite been. That final pass hasn't quite been there so far. Unfortunate for them, but it hasn't. Oh shit. Renato Sanchez on the attack here. This is looking dangerous. He's still got the ball. He's taking it past 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was close. He's almost in there like swimwear, like a pedo in Speedos. I mean, the commentator's just talking about Renato Sanchez and more importantly, regathering his form. I mean, he's done more than recovered his form. He's done that and some. Fantastic year for the Portuguese man, like I said. Lille's record signing, that's interesting. I thought that would have been Jonathan David. I mean, what a baller he is. I was gutted when Leeds couldn't get him, to be honest. We did, in fact, resurrect that with Rafinha, though, who's even better than Jonathan David, in my opinion. But, I mean, what would they be like together? Jonathan David and Rafinha. Fucking quality is what they'd be like. And fucking quality is what Spain have been like so far. However, Portugal are on the ascendancy a bit now. They're starting to get the ball going a bit more. They're starting to get their passes going. This is looking better from Portugal. They could be in with a shot here. Still a long time to go. Only in the 21st minute of the game. Here we go. Renato Sanchez on the whip, is it? It's not Renato Sanchez, but it's given short. And it's been played back. Sticks! Oh, would you believe it? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. It was an absolute bullet header by Cristiano Ronaldo there. The corner comes in, back sticks, and he leaps higher than anyone else. He was hungrier than anyone else. And he absolutely leathered it into what seemed the far left-hand corner of the goal. But it has been disallowed. It might not have been him who took it. It might have even been Jose Font. It might not even have been Ronaldo. I haven't seen the highlight yet. It all happened so quick. And now Spain could quickly be on the counter-attack. And that's my boy, Atomic Puppet. Welcome to the stream. 4-0 Portugal. Who do you think's going to score from them? What's giving you this confidence in a Portugal win? Because I tell you, so far, Portugal have been second best, in my opinion. Spain have been all over them. Portugal did just score, literally as you said that, ironically. But it's been a bit hit and miss for them so far. Here we go. Portugal on the attack now, though. Not quite getting past that resolute Spain back four as we speak. But here we go on the counter-attack. This is what I'm talking about. They look a lot more susceptible than Spain. Although having said that, Spain have just kicked it off. I believe that was Thiago there, carrying on his Liverpool form by the looks of it. Absolutely hoofing off the pitch for no reason. And it was Jose Fonte with the header, to be honest. What a fucking header that was. Jeez, ooh. Rises like a salmon. A smoked salmon that I'd absolutely kill to eat right now because I am starving. Ronaldo, 4 goals. Where are you getting this confidence from? I don't think I've seen Ronaldo score 4 goals in a game for a good few years now. I remember, didn't he do that for you lot? I certainly remember him scoring a hat-trick in about 10 minutes for you lot once. I was absolutely fuming. I was at football training, and then I was laughing to my mate who's a Man U fan. I was mugging him off because you guys were getting smoked. And then before I know it, Ronaldo scores 3 goals in like 10 minutes. He gave me some bad memories that year, that guy. Do you reckon he'll come back to you lot? Do you reckon you can lure him back to Old Trafford? Do you reckon Ed Woodward could work his magic and bring the big man back? And more importantly, do you want him there when you have El Matador? What do you think about the England squad? I think it's flipping crazy, to be honest. I think it's crazy that it took him a week to decide on his squad. I think it's crazy as well that when he brings 4... I mean, the guy has a right-back fetish, let's be honest here. I mean, if you've seen the interview where he's like, yeah, you know, if I could have taken 5 or 6 right-backs, I probably would. To be honest, I found that quite funny. It made me crease a bit. The guy's clearly got a sense of humour. But as for the squad, I don't really have a problem with Ward-Prowse not being included. That's one of the big things I saw was a lot of people up in arms about Ward-Prowse. And I don't know about you, Atomic, but I don't really rate Ward-Prowse higher than Trent Alexander-Arnold, to be honest. Even though Trent can play right back, and he is a right back, even Trent in central midfield, I'd rather have him there than Ward-Prowse, to be honest. I think his delivery's better. I think he's a bit more talented. So I don't really see that much. He won't come back. Who, Trent? Ronaldo. Why don't you think he'll come back? It looks like his time at Juventus is numbered, to be honest. It looks like he's all over. But as for some of the other additions, I mean, I like Bukayo Saka. I do like his addition, his involvement, should I say, and he played very well the other day, to be honest. What I didn't like was the fact that he was playing a bunch of people that aren't going to be in the tournament, who weren't part of the 22-man squad, like Ben White, etc. I don't want him back. He's finished. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I mean, I wouldn't say he's finished, but he's definitely he's over the hill. And he's slowly declining as the years go on. But, I mean, you took Zlatan when he was past his prime, and he did very, very well for you. Won you a couple of trophies, wasn't it? The League Cup, the Europa, and how could I forget the Community Shield? The most B-Tech treble of all time. The fucking Europa, the Carabao Cup. Torres, you flipping muppet. How have you missed that? I was just waxing lyrical about you, and you missed that. And then the Community Shield, I mean, simply a world-class treble. Best treble in the business. But yeah, I don't really have too many issues with the England squad. It's about the 11 he picks. That's where my issues are going to come in. I want to see Calvin starting. If Calvin doesn't start, then we've got injuries. We've got issues. I've got an injury right now, my ankle, actually. But apart from Bamford not being picked, not really too much. What about you? I'm guessing you're a Southgate out kind of man. You seem to me like you're a Southgate out kind of guy. A waistcoat out. I'm a big fan of Waistcoat Wednesdays myself, and I really am backing the guy. I'm probably against a lot of people, against pretty much everyone in the nation in backing Gareth Southgate. Sir Gareth Southgate, should I say. A man who is pretty much clowned on by everyone, but at the end of the day, he resurrected what was a very finished squad, a squad going nowhere, with no talent, no potential, and he managed to get us to a World Cup semi-final. A World Cup semi-final that people were not happy about. Phillips is bang average. What are you talking about, Phillips is bang average? Are you crazy, man? Have you seen him this year? Did you see him pocket Bruno? All right, if Phillips is bang average, then Bruno Fernandes must also be bang average because he pocketed him. And then you'd also be saying Kevin De Bruyne is bang average at that rate. Ward-Prowse is better than Trent now. I think that's absolutely crazy. I want to see a bit more from Ward-Prowse. I do like his dead ball technique. I do like his finishing. They showed an England clip the other day of him basically scoring every other chance he got. But I don't think he's good enough for England at this level. I don't think he's the one that's going to bring the bacon out. Because he's not going to start for England. So all he's going to be is an impact sub. And who would you rather have as an impact sub? Trent or Ward-Prowse? I know who I'd be taking as my impact sub. And Southgate out. Yeah. Well, there you go. What's your reason, though? You know what? I always hear people say Gareth Southgate out. But I don't hear a clear reason. All right? Luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. I think that's harsh. You can only beat what's in front of you. It was a very easy run. And we should have got past Croatia. I would believe that if Harry Kane knew how to pass it to Sterling, we would have been in that final anyway. And it could have been a different story. Yes, it was a very easy run, though. Colombia, Sweden to get to the semi-finals. So not the two toughest teams. And our group was very, very easy, yes. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And we got over 100 pens. We did get a lot of pens. To be honest, I always bring up that Harry Kane golden boot in the World Cup. But when I think about that Harry Kane golden boot in the World Cup, the guy scored about 4 penalties out of his 6 goals. He scored 1 goal from open play, where it was drilled in by Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and he knew nothing about it. It literally just flicked off the back of his ankle, and then ended up fizzing into the back of the net somehow. And then what other goal did he even score? And then he scored the header against Tunisia, of course, from from open play. But that was literally it. 2 goals from open play, and the rest were all penalties. And then, of course, not passing to King Raheem Sterling. I mean, there would have been trophies, statues of Sterling if Kane knew how to pass to him. That's all I'm saying. And I know what you think about Sterling, but statues, my friends, statues. Speaking of a statue, my ankle is feeling like a statue today. I did the trials, actually had trials today. And I've always had problems with my right ankle. It's never been healed from a couple of years ago, when I got basically squashed by the goalkeeper on the floor because of this geezer called Rossley, yeah? So if you're watching this, Rossley, by any freak chance, I highly doubt you are, but if you are watching this, yeah, fuck you, because of your dead cross, you're whipping in so many dead balls. It was unbelievable. So I was like, shit, I'll go for one of these balls. So I ended up chasing a lost ball, and of course the keeper caught it and ended up landing on my ankle and smashing it into smithereens. But some guy clamped it again today in the first 45. And that combined with my legs not being used to a full 90 minutes. And I'm absolutely dead right now. Sterling would have missed it. Now that is crazy. It was an open goal. He was literally in the middle of the goal, completely open. He would have easily slotted that. And I don't want to hear anyone bring up that, what was it? Was it Porto? No, it was Lyon where he missed that sitter from 1 yard out. Because, let me tell you something. That sitter he missed from 1 yard out, it was a bad miss. Of course it was. But it looks worse than what it was. And I'll tell you why it looks worse. Because it's happened to me before. I'm pretty sure it's happened to you. Anyone that's played football, it's probably happened to you before. The ball's coming across and you go to put your foot through it. You've already decided what you're going to do before the ball gets to you. So you go and you go through the ball. You're about to kick it. And right before you kick it, it takes a slight bobble off the grass. Unexpected bobble that you haven't seen coming. As a result of that, it flicks onto the top of your foot. You don't get the right connection and it blazes over the bar. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo has missed sitters. And you know what, actually, speaking of Ronaldo, I'm a bit late to this, but I've just noticed some absolute fraudulence, for want of a better word here. You're telling me that Portugal are going to win 4-0 with Ronaldo scoring 4 goals, yeah? But then tell me he's finished and you don't want him back. If he's finished, how is he going to score 4 goals against Spain? All right, a resolute Spain. A Spain with Diego Llorente at the back. Is Rodri playing, by the way? Let me have a little check. He's not. Is he on the bench? No, Pedri is, though. Pedriozola and David De Gea. Where the hell's Rodri? Oh, he is on the bench. He is on the bench, my bad. He should get some game time. Funny, Spain actually seemed to use CDMs. Turns out that CDM role might actually have some merit to it, innit? Can't believe that. I can't believe he played a Champions League final without a CDM. That was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen from Pep. And I'm a Pep backer, but not playing Rodri or at least Fernandinho in that game is criminal. And I'll tell you what else is criminal is that challenge on Gaia by Renato Sanchez there. He's absolutely crunched him there. He's absolutely credit crunched him. Worse than the Manchester housing crash in 2004. That was absolutely brutal. I don't miss open goals because I have 99 finishing. Yeah, well, I have 99 pace, so I don't need 99 finishing. That's all I'm saying. You saw my 99 pace the other day in the Champions League final, mate. See how quickly I got to that toilet and back. Oh, sublime. But I want to see this 99 finishing, mate. I want to see it. I bet in person that 99 finishing is going to drop down to a 9.9 finishing. 99 finishing. What a load of absolute Macintosh. Where do you play? Where do you play? What position? I'm guessing striker. Because if I hear anything that's not striker and you're saying you have 99 finishing, then I'll be done. I'll literally be done out here. How did the trials go? They actually went very well, in fact. I actually stayed for extra. It was weird. So we had the first 45-minute game. We got there. Thank you for asking, by the way. So we get there. We do the first 45 minutes. Well, the game was all right. It was a bit of a stale game. It was 1-0. Of course, who got the goal to put his side in front? Only this guy. I'm not going to wax it too much because it was a ball across the box and it was a pretty easy finish. But I slotted it nonetheless. That always looks good. Score that. Then they end up making it 1-1. And, oh, mate, if this went in, I would have literally creamed my pants. So it's 1-1 at the time. There's probably 5 to 10 minutes left. Probably, I'd say, closer to 5. You're slower than Jorginho. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not taking that blasphemy. That is absolutely criminal. And today, you play CM, so box-to-box midfielder, I'm guessing. So clearly not 99 finishing then. Yeah, 'cause otherwise you'd be put up top. Unless if you're a bit of a Makeda, should we say, if you know who that guy is. He wasn't even a centre mid now I think about it. But yeah, so I get the ball here, probably 5 minutes left. I'm down the left-hand side. This defender is giving me the eyes. He's looking like he's going to come in for a meaty challenge. So I look over my shoulder and I see him coming. And the second he gets close to me, I'm like, he's going to come for me here. So I take a heavy flick out of my right foot, flick it down the line. He absolutely crunches my ankle, credit crunches it, dismantles it. But I'm all right with it. I get up, I walk it off, and I got a free kick, edge of the area. Well, not edge of the area, it was edge of the area, but it was inside, kind of near the corner flag, halfway between the corner flag and the front of the 18-yard box. And I get it. I see the keeper. I see him looking. There's a big gap at the far post. So I look there and I see him realise there's a gap at the far post. So he starts to shuffle across. As he does that, I whip it with my right foot and it curls and it just hits the inside of the left post. Would have been goal of the century. I would have guaranteed past the trolls if that went in. That would have been guaranteed. I'm better than Prime Modric. Yeah, I'm sure you are, mate. I'm sure you are. And I'm better than Prime Messi. And there's also pigs flying outside. Have you seen them? Bloody hell, that kind of caused a bit of disturbance on the way home. Dropping pigs everywhere. Prime Modric, more like bloody Prime, what do you call him? Prime Kisnorbo. In fact, I probably think Kisnorbo would do you over. But yeah, aside from that, it went well. And then they asked for another 40. They were like, oh, the next trialists don't have enough players, so does anyone want to stay for another 45? So I was like, absolutely, yeah, count me up. I haven't played football in time. So I played another trial game with my ankle in absolute bits, so I could barely run. I did end up getting 2 assists, though. One of them I count as an assist. I tackled him, and the ball came off his leg and then went to the striker, and he scored. Basically, just pressing, because no one else knew how to fucking press in that team. And luckily, their defender had about as much confidence as the ball as Gareth Southgate had with his England team selection. Absolutely jack diddly squat. So that played in my favour. So hopefully, as long as they don't have dirt in their eyes, I should be going to the next trials, which is on Wednesday. So thanks for asking. But it felt fucking good, man. I'll tell you, my legs are in bits right now, but boy, does it feel good to play football. Are you playing for a team right now? Are they still doing Sunday League? Because obviously I think it's all started up now because of COVID. It had to stop for a bit, didn't it? But is your team back up and running? Mr. Prime Modric over there. I'm winter refresh Modric is what I am. Not even winter refresh ain't even good. What's the thing? Fuck, this is the one FIFA I don't play, and they brought all these weird kind of cards out. They had Ones to Watch, they had Halloween, they had Screamer. Screamer was Halloween. What the fuck was the other ones? Oh, the ones that go up as the game goes on. And not Ones to Watch, there was some other one that went with it. Well, that's what I am. Spain earning a corner now. I don't know if you're watching this game, but it's been pretty dead rubber so far. And they've somehow robbed a corner there, have they? Because he's just kicked the ball off. Okay, that is a corner. That is a ridiculous corner. He's just kicked the ball off the pitch and he's earned himself a corner. What's going on there, Chief? I play for Real Madrid. Yeah, same. I actually... I took Barnet to the Champions League, and I was like, yeah, you know what? This managerial malarkey, it's not all that. I'll give up on that. So then I decided to lace up the boots one more time, and well, luckily Barcelona were willing to sign me. So I did the quintuple over there. Ended up getting scouted to go and play for Shrewsbury Town. They needed a new number 9, so I was like happy to serve you. And then took them to the Champions League final. We got bribed out by Bayern Munich, but nonetheless. Oh, my ankle is actually dying. What do I drink? Oh, Renato Sanchez. Oh, it's a lung-busting run to Ronaldo. Back to Nani, who smashes it. And why the fuck did I say Nani? It's bloody Nelson Schmeju. Why did I... Yeah, you're right, commentator. Why the fuck did I say Nani? Germany's not going to make it past the group stages. Who is their group again? Who even is Germany's group? Germany Euro 2021 group. What is it? What aren't they in with Hungary and France? Yeah, they are in with Portugal, Hungary and France. Oh damn. Hang on a tick. Okay, right. Well, this is interesting. So they got France the first game. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to say France are going to win that one. Then they've got Portugal, and that's a bit of a 50-50 at the end of the day, isn't it? Portugal is a 50-50. France is a 50-50. If they lose, I predict they're going to lose to France, as most people do. So if they lose to Portugal in that second game, it's ropes. It is done, you're right, because they'll probably beat Hungary, but that won't really mean much. Because France and Portugal are definitely both going to beat Hungary as well. I mean, if Hungary somehow pull an upset out, I mean, stranger things have happened, but if they do, I will probably shave my pubes off and tattoo them onto my forehead, inside my skin, not even on my forehead, literally inside my forehead. Day in the life. Let's see if you really trap. Here we go. Who's this? Is this Llorente, aka the best centre half in the league, aka the Leeds legend, aka the man who has made it so that Leeds United have more players in the Spanish national team than Real Madrid. Leeds better than Real Madrid confirmed? I think so. So you may play for Real Madrid. Maybe one day you get the call up to play for Leeds. Then you'd be nice and lucky. For now, you're stuck at Real Madrid, I'm afraid, Atomic. Look at this. Who's this on the ball here? Pedri. I don't know how Fabian's killing a living out there. Don't know how he's even playing, if you ask me. I mean, he's a tidy little player, but come on. I mean, I presume, again, it's because of the international thing. Who do you start? Actually, speaking of international, speaking of squad selections, look, a lot of people muddy Gareth Southgate, but he's got a tough job on his hands. Let's be real here. Who would you start in the front three? Who would your front three be? Your starting front three? Because look, someone has to get dropped. Someone out of Sancho, Foden, Grealish, Mount, unless if Mount plays in the midfield, Rashford or Sterling are going to have to be dropped. In fact, quite a few of them are going to have to be dropped. So a lot of people are waxing lyrical about Jackie Greal, the Greal deal. But for me, he doesn't even make it into the front three. I cannot lie to you. And he won't make it into the front three. I'll tell you that much. I can tell you my lineup, and I can tell you the one that Gareth Southgate's going to go with. And to be honest, it's probably quite similar. Here we go. Morata on the ball now. Gets clamped by Semedo. Renato Sanchez on the counter-attack. Lovely ball through. Ronaldo still. Ronaldo Nazario. Kane. Sanchissimo. Of course, he's had a massive upturn in form in the second half of the season. And I presume your third player is going to be Raheem Sterling. No, Grealish. So Foden doesn't make it for you. Rashford doesn't make it. I know you don't like Rashford. So Foden and Mount, they're just gone. Gone with the wind. Not good enough. Didn't make the cut. Sterling, not good enough. Didn't make the cut. Sterling, who might I add, is better than all of them combined. Oh, there's been absolute beef in the family chat, let me tell you. But Grealish, I mean, I like Grealish, I do, but I don't think he'll start. I just don't think he'll start. I really like him, like I say, but I don't think he's good enough to start for England. When you have Foden there, I think Foden's better than Grealish. I think Sterling's better than Grealish. And I'll tell you, the two players he's definitely playing are Kane and Sterling. So basically, there's one spot up for grabs. Because no matter what you say about Sterling, Sir Gareth Southgate absolutely loves him. So he will be playing. So if you could choose one out of Sancho or the Greal deal, who would you put in there? Oh, my ankle. My fucking ankle. That's pain. That is Spain without the S. And Spain are currently playing it with Spain without the S because they're getting absolutely decimated. Well, they were before the half ended. And what's happened to my timer, actually? Where's my timer gone? I mean, it's half time, but still. Sterling is bang average. I'm going to pretend I didn't read that right there. Foden is better than Grealish. So why have you chosen Foden over Grealish then? Oh, you're telling me I'm funny. What do you mean? Foden, all right, he's won the Premier League. He almost won the treble. Would have won the treble if he didn't get screwed over. But not only that, he was vital in the game against Borussia Dortmund. He scored 2 goals. I mean, did you see the second goal he scored against Borussia Dortmund? Oh, mate. It was orgasmic the way he cut on his right foot and just drilled it. Honestly, like a pitcher. Just straight into that bottom right-hand corner. Honestly, I think I creamed my pants when that went in. The dribbling prowess he has, the agility, the balance, the brains and the wits well above his age, and the trophies he's winning. He's experienced, he's decorated, and winning trophies, a winning culture has to count for something. The sound's gone, has it? It's a bit quiet, isn't it? Is that a bit better? Actually, I need to just go to the sound control panel then. It's a bit, it is a bit quiet, isn't it? Let me just, or was it just because I leaned away a lot? Yeah, I need to, I'll make my mic louder. I made it quieter yesterday because this Blue Yeti, yeah, it's a really good mic, like the quality-wise, it's absolutely orgasmic. But the problem with it is it picks up all of the electro frequencies in the area, which is why there's usually a bit of fuzzing and huzzing, fuzzy noises and hissing from literally the electromagnetic pulse from my laptop. It's fine now. All right. I'll make it a tiny bit louder because it is probably a bit quiet because I did just listen to it just there, and it did seem a tiny bit quiet. So I'm not gonna make it massively louder because I don't want to burn your ear canals and your eardrums, but I will increase it a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. That should be good. There we go. Is this not too quiet, or is it like, or do you just, or is my laptop just really quiet like my sound? It does seem pretty quiet, doesn't it? But that's the thing. It's a give or take. I guess I'll just have to scream. And usually I'm a pretty quiet guy, aren't I? So that's going to be a bit difficult. Woo. My ankle is in absolute tethers. Do you want to see some skills? Do you want to see some skills to pay the bills, yeah? Do you want to see skills of the century? Yeah? That's all I'm saying. Wait till you see these absolutely liquid skills. Oh. They don't call me the English Rafinha for nothing. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, yeah, you see it? You see it? Fuck! Wait for this one, wait for this one. Fuck's sake! If it wasn't for my dodgy ankle, I would have had that. I'm telling you, I would have had it. I would have had that. Oh. 1-star skill moves. Oi. I'm not having that 1-star skill moves. That's an absolute violation. One-star skill moves. What an absolute violation of human rights. I actually have 5-star. Probably, I'm not just 5-star. I'm 5-star, 5-star. Both footed as well. That's what you gotta know about me. Both footed. Not just a one-trick pony. You know. I don't understand how you can have these players that are one-footed. I think it's criminal, if you ask me, that you have one-footed players. You should be 2-footed if you're a professional footballer and you're paid all that money to train. Are you sure this isn't too quiet? Or do I need to, like, put the mic in my mouth? I could do ASMR, but I have a feeling if I started doing ASMR, I'd lose every single viewer, and you'd probably block me, probably find my address, and probably castrate me live on camera. I bet you look like a left-footed player to me, Puppet. You look like a lefty. You do look like a lefty to me. Oh, my ankle. Puta pendejo. Puta pendejo. I'll tell you what I need is a drink de energie. I'm 100% sure. 100% sure about what? My skills. My lacy skills. Well, what can I say? What can I say? You should be sure. As every defender should be sure. Sure that they're going to get absolutely dicked when they come up against me. I'll tell you, that was good as well. It was good being a bit of a wanker again. I mean, you guys could maybe deny and say I'm a wanker every day of the week, which, you know, to be honest, you probably got a point. But just being a real bastard out there, it felt good, you know, just getting all that aggression out, you know, on random people who probably didn't deserve it, but they were playing football. So when you play football, you come there. I'm right-footed. What a shame. What a shame. Disappointed in you. Disappointed in you. Now, I don't know what... See, the thing is, it's weird for me. Like, my right foot is a bit more accurate. It's got a bit more panache to it, shall we say. A bit more twitch fibery. But then my left foot is better at knuckleballs, and it's like... But my left foot is like Messi. Well, I want to see what your right foot's like then. If your left foot's like Messi, what's your right foot like? If you're right-footed. I mean, Jesus. Left foot's like Messi. My left foot's like prime. What would I say? I'd say my right foot is probably prime. I'm not going to go too hard on it. Prime Raheem Sterling. A bit better than that. Even though Sterling is quality. I'd probably say prime Marco Reus with my right foot. And prime Pavel Nedved with my left foot. Perfect combo. Whereas you, I'd probably say you're prime Makeda with your right foot. So you may say you're messy with your left foot. I think it's actually messy. It looks messy watching you play with your left foot. It's quite messy for your teammates to have to deal with you scrambling the ball all over the gaff. But right-footed, I'd probably say you're about a prime Makeda, aka a one-game wonder. I don't know why Makeda's in my head. I was browsing through Instagram earlier, and I just keep seeing these fucking reels of that Makeda goal. Oh, you haven't heard of it? You might have heard of him before. You certainly heard of him now. And now Makeda's literally just been stuck in my head all day. Fucking Makeda of all people. Jesus Christ. Do you remember him, or were you too young? Actually, too young a bit. Like Prime Aguero. Quite a combination you got there. So you're right-footed, oh my god, I can't even speak. You're right-footed, but yet you're telling me your left foot is better than your right foot. Because if you're trying to tell me that Aguero's better than Messi, then I think you need to get yourself clinically checked. To be honest, for you saying that Grealish is better than Foden, you should be clinically checked in the first place. And the fact that you're saying that I have the pace of Jorginho or Giroud, you know, I think you should have been clinically checked for that one as well. You also somehow are trying to tell me I have one-star skill moves. I think I'd already have had you in the white jacket by that point. I'd have you bent over, injecting syringes of insane juice into you. I don't know, what do they inject them with? You know, when they get the straight jackets round, well, they get the suits round, and they come and they... You don't know who Makeda is? You don't know who Makeda is? Oh, boy. Boy, let me tell you about Makeda, alright? He was meant to be the next big thing for you. I don't think... You can't be that young. I mean, when was this? Probably like, what? 2010? 2011? He's joined for you in 2007. Fucking hell, he played with Ronaldo as well. When did he score that goal? He's only 29 now. Flipping hell. Makeda's 29. Are you taking the piss? I thought he was ancient by this point. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. Grealish over Thierry Henry. I actually do agree with that one, funnily enough. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't drink toilet water for cereal. So no, I do not think that Grealish is better. But this guy, however, would give Thierry Henry a run for his money. Let me tell you, Federico Makeda, born in Rome, rather, started for Super League club. I thought the Super League wasn't happening, man. They lied to us. We got a Super League player right here, man. We got a fucking European Super League player. What's going on here? Oh, disgusting. Absolutely disgraceful. Oh, unbelievable scenes, Jeff. But this guy, I mean, wow. To say he was simply world class is unbelievable. Is an understatement, should I say? Goal versus Villa. Oh, there you go, mate. I can't believe you haven't seen this goal. This was basically everyone started creaming themselves and telling everyone that he was basically the best thing since sliced bread because of one goal. I mean, it was one hell of a goal, to be fair. It was 2009. Fuck me, that was long ago. Actually, I just realized I'm going to get fucking copyright striked, aren't I? I'm going to get copyright striked. But yeah, it was a pretty banging goal, to be fair. And now I'm definitely going to get copyright striked. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it to see a few minutes of absolute magic from Makeda. I hope that was all worth it. Oh, for fuck's sake, James, you prat. Yeah, you know what I got done for last time? Ridiculous. It was in the Brentford stream, and I showed a clip of their players celebrating from Twitter. And good old drillers over at EFL were like, yeah, you know what, mate? We're actually going to content ID strike your channel for that. For that fucking 2 seconds of Pontus Jansson celebrating. You absolute snakes. Meanwhile, you got people literally, I'm not even joking, fucking shaving their naked ass butt crack on YouTube. Oh, no, we don't see any problem with that. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. In fact, why don't you put fucking 5 mid-roll ads on that thing? Send it out to my family. Oh, but old JT wants to put fucking 1 second of Brentford celebrating. Oh, let's copyright his entire channel. Absolutely ridiculous. Pendejos. Leeds are getting relegated next season. I can't tell what's more crazy. You, that statement, or my skills. And I've got a lot of crazy skills. But that statement probably takes the cake. We're actually going to get Europe. Everyone's talking about this title challenge between Chelsea with Tuchel and Tuchel and Werner and Havertz firing on all cylinders. You've got Liverpool back with Van Dijk. You've got Man United, the Red Devils, looking for their resurgence. You've got Man City trying to defend it. But everyone's counting out Leeds United. Little old Leeds United. But let me tell you something about Leeds. We only get better. From top to bottom, the club is built for perfection. It's built for success. It's built for silverware. It's built for trophies. We are serial winners, okay? When's the last trophy you won? Exactly. Don't want to hear it. You probably don't even remember it. Yeah? Years ago. Decades ago. What was it? Jose Mourinho who won your last trophy. You know, there's levels to this. And one person who certainly knows how to win is Marcelo Bielsa. And hopefully he stays. If he doesn't, we'll still be all right. You know, I feel like the club is definitely geared towards success on and off the pitch, board level and in club level with the management and the team and everything. But with Bielsa, we could have a title charge next year. I'm telling you, we're that good. We are that good. Mark, but you can clip this up in a year's time or get this clip, whatever, do whatever. When we win the league next year, you can clip this up. James Toon has come out at 7:33 on the 4th of June 2021 and stated that Leeds United will be in a title charge next season. That is how good we are. That is how good we're going to be with a couple of additions. When did Leeds last win a trophy? 2 years ago. In fact, 1 year ago. 1 year ago. We won a major trophy. The majorest trophy of them all. The Championship. People, look at all these schmucks going around like, oh, Champions League this. Oh, we're the kings of Europe. Tuchel's mighty Blues. When's the last Championship trophy you won, eh? Yeah. That's the big league. That's what we're talking about. None of this puta pendejo Champions League Mickey Mouse trophy. Oh, I'm mucking this up. Ugh! Look at that tan line I have. That is disgusting. Not even a tan line, a fucking burn line because I didn't use any sun cream. Oh my days. Ugh, what's that? It's here, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. Come on, I was only playing for like 4. Oh, shit. That's really not good. I look like a fucking drumstick squashy is what I look like. And speaking of drumstick squashies, the game has kicked off in the second half. And why is it in the 6th minute already? Championship doesn't count. It actually does count because I've seen them lift the trophy with my very own eyes. So it quite literally does count. Oh, look at this. Are you ready? A dead trophy. Yeah, well, guess what, all right? Not all of us are spoiled Man United fans. Not all of us grew up with fucking Ferguson whipping trophies out of his asshole every 2 seconds. Guess what? Some of us had to grow up with fucking League One and Championship football for their entire life, watching players like Kisnorbo and Rodolph Austin. I actually really liked Rodolph Austin, ironically, but still, Kisnorbo and Rodolph Austin and fucking Johnny Housen, Bradley Johnson, fucking Warnock. World-class players, to say the least. Yeah. Not all of us get to experience these trophies. So, the Championship trophy is iconic. And the time is now right. I thought I read a comment saying Granit Xhaka is the best in Europe. But no. No, it was just you calling the Championship a dead trophy. Just because you haven't won it, mate. You know? just because you haven't won it. And speaking of won it, I've got the time here. In fact, before I do go for urination, Portugal are going to score here. And I don't know what the hell I just said. I don't know what's come out of my mouth, but it's Ronaldo! And he's absolutely spaffed that one. Spaffed it up the toilet wall. That is ridiculous by Ronaldo there. Jota, I believe, being offside. And I don't know what the hell I said about urinating. That's your level, the championship. It was our level. But guess what? You know what changed that? Radrizzani. You know what else changed that? Bielsa. Bielsa, a better manager than you have. And you would even admit, even you will admit that you'd rather have Bielsa than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And that, yep. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think I am. I think you would. I think you would snap my hand off. In fact, you wouldn't just snap my hand off. You would probably get a double-barreled shotgun and blow my entire arm off with a gasket. You'd be that desperate to get your hands on him. And speaking of desperate to get your hands on something, I'm desperate to get my hands on a drink. So, do you want to see some more Jorginho-esque pace? Or, well, not Jorginho. I've done myself over there. Some Raheem Sterling-esque. Some David Jonathan-esque pace. Rapid. That's what I am. Rapid, yeah? Are you ready? Time this. So I have to get from here to the kitchen with my bottle, fill it up, and be back. And I'm telling you, 20 seconds. No, 20 seconds is a bit harsh. It's quite far away. 27 seconds. Three, two, one. Like Usain Bolt in his prime. 27 seconds on the dot. Plus or minus 20 seconds. Did you see that pace? I actually did my ankle up. I was running so quickly there. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. Tell you what isn't bad, though. This bad boy. I'm actually running out of these. I need to buy more. I need to buy a tub. I think I'll go for the, I think it's like Cherry Bomb. It is the bomb. It's fucking orgasmic is what it is. And this right here is also very, very double decent. 57 seconds. Shit. Fuck, I got that timer there as well, don't I? Fuck. Oh, I've exposed myself. I've exposed myself. Puta pendejo. Puta pendejo, James. Oh, that. Oh, I've exposed myself, man. Why you gotta do me like that? It's just because of my ankle, I'm telling you. This, if you are looking for energy drinks, by the way, let me tell you something, yeah? I don't know how old you are. You didn't know Makeda, so I presume you're probably 15, 16, 17, if I was to guess, maybe. But a lot of people around that age, a lot of people in secondary school, they buy energy drinks. They buy a Monster. They buy a Red Bull, you know? They buy a coffee. But let me tell you something about energy drinks. Full of sugar. Give you a crash. They give you a bit of energy in the short term, but then you get a fat crash after. You know, they're not exactly the prime thing you can go for. What you want is either this or even better still, G Fuel. The only problem is G Fuel is an American brand, so it's kind of hard to get it unless if you buy it off like a third party like Amazon or L Clop. I don't know what the fuck they call their company. But these kind of things, they're so much cheaper than energy drinks. Like, you can buy a tub of 40 servings for what, like £20, £25? 17. Okay, so you're almost my age. You are 13 years younger than me. Are you in sixth form then? I think that's 17, isn't it? You turn, so you're 18 in uni, 17 you turn 18, in your second year of sixth form. So you're either first or second year, or are you going college? Oh my god, that smells so fucking good. Oh, and not to mention, not only is it healthier, like I said, not only is it cheaper, but it's fucking beautiful. Depending on what flavor you get. This is blue raspberry, and I can't wait to shake this up. And here we go, it's Morata! Morata still! And he's fucking useless, man. I was sucking him off 20 minutes ago. No, 20 minutes, more like fucking 40. I said, oh, he's going to be the main man. He's potentially going to get the golden boot. Well, he's not going to get a golden boot in the Euros with that kind of finishing. That is absolutely catastrophic. Oh, he's had an open goal, pretty much, and he's slashed it into Fonte, who's already slip and slide FIFAing all over the ground. Monster is healthy for you. Well, what I will say, mate, is I hope you're not doing science. I hope you're not trying to get a job as a biologist. Because guess what? You won't get it. What are you doing out of curiosity? What are you? Ah, my fucking leg. Wait. Oh, smells. What's that? It smells like. Oh, what is that? What is that smell? I can't quite pin it down. Oh. Smells like trophies. Oh yes, because I'm a Leeds fan, of course. All makes sense. Oh, your man's coming on, Fernandes. Fernandes is on the pitch. Now you've had 18 months to settle on him. What are you thinking about Fernandes, by the way? Because he's been coming under a lot of fire recently. Of course, you know, after the Europa League final and a couple of other finals that he's played in that haven't necessarily gone your way. He's been under a bit of fire. But what are your thoughts on the main man? I mean, I know Roy Keane's dug him out a couple of times, in fact. He's saying it's alright, you can do it against the easy sides, but then come the big games. I mean, I think that's a bit harsh on him. I don't think he's been too bad in the big games. I mean, his stats may say otherwise, but I mean, look at the game against Liverpool, where he scored that rocket of a free kick. Biology. What, you actually do biology? You actually do? Really? Is that A level or college? I tell you what I do need to also do. I need to somehow fix this latency thing. Make it even quicker between the chat and the thing. JK. Oh, you fucking massive fraud. You massive mug. You mug. Yeah? You want to make me look like an idiot, don't you? Fernandes is bang. What? Who do you even like in your team, man? Is there even one Man U player that you even like, man? Fernandes is bang average. Rashford needs to go. Ronaldo isn't good enough. Or was that JK a precursor to the Fernandes? Honestly. Oh! Morata! Oh, Ferran Torres! You fraud. It's not even Torres, it's Sarabia. Oh, he's absolutely muddied that one. Spain should be winning here. Portugal are absolutely clinging on for dear life. They're clinging on like a man on the ropes. Like a man holding on to the edge of a mountain as the rocks crumble around him, as a seismic earthquake goes on around him, and his arms are shaking, and he's just trying to hold on with every last inch of grain of power that he has left in his body. But it's not looking good. But I can't believe that. Honestly. I'd hate to be a Man U player when you're in the stands, because you'll be sure. Fucking Luke Shaw. Fucking Luke Shaw. Fernandes is average. Ronaldo is average. Yeah? Oh, but who's your main man? Luke fucking Shaw. I'm done. Sign me out. Log me off. Turn me off. Unplug me. Please. Luke Shaw. He's had a quality season. Alright, here we go. We're reeling off some more names here. De Gea has been quality. Do you reckon you'd sell him now, though? Do you reckon he's a bit past his sell-by date? Well, not even past his sell-by date, but, you know, maybe it's time to give Dean Henderson more of a push. Depends if you think he's good enough. But definitely, De Gea probably has a couple of years left in him, and then it's kind of gone. So you probably do have to start thinking about the future with him. Greenwood, or Gunwood, as you call him. Gunlean Wood. Gunleaning Greenwood, and Paul Pogba. You think Pogba is better than Fernandes? See, I would say Bruno Fernandes, yeah, hear this for a hot take, is your best player. In fact, that's not even a hot take at all. That hot take was so mild, it actually feels refrigerated. And Cristiano Ronaldo now on the ball, dinks it in. Lovely. Oh, it's sublime. Oh, and Jota has about as much accuracy as, guess what? A blind man playing darts. Absolutely ridiculous there. A sublime run by Cristiano Ronaldo, Cronaldo, Penaldo, Son Perry-on, whatever you want to call him. Dinks it in there. And Jota gets ahead of the two defenders. Ahead of Diego Llorente. And we know how tough that is, because Diego Llorente is simply world class. And another player who I've just looked in the chat who is being claimed to be world class is Luke Shaw. And saying he's world class is one thing, but the best left back in the world is absolutely ridiculous when he's playing in the same league as Ezcan Alioski. So I can't fathom that. I can't fathom that. He's also playing in the same league as Stuart Dallas, who makes him look like, at best, a tin pot Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. In fact, that's what Luke Shaw's new nickname is. Ben Chilwell. In all seriousness, though, he has really turned it around this year, especially in the fans' eyes, in a lot of people's eyes. You know, he was seen as overweight, someone who didn't train hard enough, and this year he's kind of showed why you bought him from Southampton in the first place. Because when he was at Southampton, 5 years ago, when they had Lallana and fucking, would you believe it, Ricky Lambert, he was actually quality. You know, he was probably their best player. He was probably better than Lallana that year. He was honestly class, and then it just never really worked out for him. But this year, you're actually right. He's so good that I'd potentially take him at Leeds. Potentially. Can't say that for many other of your players. As Thiago Alcantara comes trotting off, a guy who also would probably never play for Manchester United. Pedri's on, is he? Pedriazola. What? He's just taken Thiago and Busquets off. Oh, this guy's making my thumbnail look more fraudulent by the second man. He's brought Rodri on. I'm gonna have a thumbnail when all the players on it aren't even on the game, on the pitch. Pau Torres is off. What do you think of him? I don't think he played alright today, Pau Torres, to be honest. He did look good. And I think what you're probably going to wait to do is wait till the end of the Euros before you decide to pull the trigger on a Pau Torres. Of course, you were linked with him after the Villarreal final. But who would you take? I know you said you want Varane. Varane and Pau Torres would sort you out big time. Varane and Pau Torres and a CDM. Moi. In fact, you know what? We've discussed the centre-backs you'd have for death. Yeah? To death. Who would you take in CDM? Who are you taking in CDM? Who's your holding midfielder? Anyone in the world. Open checkbook. Yeah? You can write the numbers on it. You can do all the money laundering, all the tax fraudification you want. The numbers are yours. It's like you go on FIFA and you just click on your coin tally and you put 99 billion. Alright? You give yourself, what is it? What do they give you again on career mode? A fucking like cash injection, whatever it is. You have one of those and you can put any CDM in the world in there. You're looking at your Camavingas, your Calvin Phillips, your Declan Rice, your mash and peas and rice. Wait, why would you have mash and rice? Doesn't make any sense. Rice and peas, alright? Forget it. Chicken and rice. You've got your Wilfred Ndidis. Who else have you got in there? In fact, I want to see your top three. Your top three CDMs you buy. Because most likely, you know, you're going to run into contractual issues. You're probably going to have Mino Raiola scratching his ass, or rather scratching one of those players' asses and telling him not to go to Man U like he has before. So, you know, his fat ass is definitely going to be lurking around. So he'll probably knock off one of them. But who would you? I mean, what other top ones are there? I mean, Yves Bissouma. Although I think he's guaranteed to go to Arsenal. You could steal him off of Arsenal because he's rumoured to be very, very, very unhappy at the fact Arsenal haven't put a bid in there for him. Who else? Pedri. Anyone playing here? You've got, what do you call him? He is playing tonight. Is it Pereira? Is Pereira his name? No, it can't be Pereira, can it? It is Pereira. Would you take Pereira? Pereira's pretty damn good. Oliveira, not sure he's quite up to scratch yet. Kimmich. He does play holding midfield, I guess. Yeah, he's a Philip Lahm 2.0, isn't he? Kimmich. I wouldn't say he's necessarily like the best holding midfielder in the business. I feel like he's one of those. I feel like he's kind of like a Van der Beek holding midfielder, where it's better if you're really offensive and you have someone around him. But to be honest, he's so intelligent and he's such a winner that fucking I didn't even think of Kimmich as a CDM. I didn't even think of him there. I thought of like a more orthodox, like you say there, with Fabinho and Casemiro. But Kimmich, that's a very good shout. Kimmich. Fabinho, I'm surprised you've gone for him. You know, gone for the enemy, gone for a Liverpool player. Again, I don't think you'd be able to get him. Unfortunately for you, I don't see anyone making a Liverpool to Man United divide, because otherwise, I think they're going straight in that straight jacket with you. And Casemiro, another criminally underrated player. I mean, I can't cast any shade on those three absolutely top prospects. I'm guessing you're going 1 to 3 there. Fucking Casemiro though. Casemiro. So I was looking at this thing because everyone was obviously, you know, waxing lyrical about Kante, and rightly so after the Champions League final. But he was basically comparing Casemiro and Kante's numbers, and like his ball progression numbers, his wins, his pass completion, the amount of distance he was covering, the amount of vital interceptions he was making, and to be honest, he was beating Kante in a lot of those stats. Now, does that mean to say I think he's better than Kante? Absolutely bloody not. I do not think he is better than Kante at all. However, it's very, very close, and he is a bona fide winner. So, if anyone is going to help you get those trophies, to be honest, I can't lie. I may laugh at Man U and Solskjaer and all of this, but if you genuinely signed Casemiro and Varane, because apparently you're rumoured to get Varane. Varane is apparently on his way. You must be buzzing about that. You must be eating carling with your cereal every breakfast to celebrate the fact that you're going to get Varane there. Varane is apparently about to sign a 5-year deal with you. That would be massive. Kante is bang average. That is a bang average comment. Kante is world class. He's one of the greatest midfielders to ever do it. One of the greatest midfielders to ever grace the game. He's basically, what do you call him? The little French guy. Oh my god. Fucking, what was his name, man? The little Frenchman. The Kante before Kante. He used to play for Real Madrid. Makelele. Gunner Claude, AFTV Claude, may rest in peace. Makelele is him on crack. He's absolutely amazing. But yeah, Varane and Casemiro, if you genuinely sign those two, I'd be like, alright, that's a title charge incoming. I'm scared of them. And right now I'm not scared of you for good reason. Because we'll smack you up when we play you. And wait till you come to a packed Ellen Road. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, I can't wait for that game so much. That Leeds Man United game, I couldn't wait this year. And they were good games, don't get me wrong. I mean, the second one was dull as shit. But when it's a packed out Ellen Road between Leeds and Man United, or a packed out Old Trafford with a packed out away end, oh my days, it's going to be fireworks. Like, people knew that game was big, but until you see the fans in there, you don't know how big it is. And Fred is better than Kante. I mean, you're spitting straight facts there. I mean, Fred, criminally underrated. I actually I tend to refer to him as the Brazilian Jorginho, an absolute pass master, tactical annihilator of the midfield. In fact, I think I'd go one step further. I'd refer to him as the Brazilian Paul Scholes, to be honest. I think he dictates the tempo in a similar way. He's very similar, actually. In fact, I think he's better than Paul Scholes. That doesn't mean to say he's on a Calvin Phillips level. I don't think he's on that level, but a Paul Scholes level, most definitely. Must be peak for Scholes, isn't it? He was so good. He was so good, but he just played in a generation when there were two better English midfielders that just made him look like a Mickey Mouse player at times. In, of course, Gerrard and Lampard. And it's unfortunate for Frank Lampard as well, all the great work he did. But unfortunately for him, he was just overshadowed by Stevie G. That's a shame. Actually, you say you're 17. Let me think. How old were you when you last won the title? So you're 3 years younger than me. You'd have been what, 9? 9 when you last won the title? And 6 when Makeda scored. So that probably, now that I put that into that perspective, probably good. Probably right. You don't remember Makeda, but 9 when you last won a trophy. So you got a bit unfortunate, to be honest. You didn't get to see a lot of these great players in their pomp. You did. You got a bit of it. You got a taste of it. And then you got 7 years of fraudulence. You got a little swig of Sir Alex, about 10 years of it, to be precise. Meanwhile, I got 10 years of Gus Poyet and Dennis Wise. So who's the real winner? Who's the real winner? Gerrard is bang average. Clearly not a Stevie G fan. Clearly, I'm guessing, a super Frankie Lampard fan. And he's not. Alright, geez. Like I say, you may not have witnessed so much of him, but I've witnessed him carry the nation on his shoulders when other players weren't performing. I've witnessed him carry his club on his shoulders while they were absolute doo-doo, absolute dog in many years there. Post, what's his name? Facts, man. They're talking about fact. My brain, actually, I can't remember anyone today. I think I need a shot of espresso straight into my brain cells. Rafa Benitez. And speaking of Rafa Benitez, someone who's very similar to him, Don Carlo, he's leaving Liverpool. He's had a year in there. He's landed in the John Lennon Airport. He's seen the beautiful scenery of Liverpool. He's probably had his car tyres mugged a good few times. He's probably been scared by the English locals. And he's back off to sunny Spain. What are your thoughts on that one? And I know you're going to say he's overrated, but that's not my point. What are your thoughts on him going over back to where he was back in the day, Real Madrid? You know what, that's another thing, actually. I was talking about Liverpool, and everyone's saying, there's all these memes, of course, of like, get him out, like, James, like, oh, get me out of this shithole, get me back to Madrid with you. But what I will say is Liverpool is actually a very, very beautiful city. A very underrated city, in fact. I've been there a fair few times now, and it is actually lovely. It gets a lot of unwarranted stick, if I do say so myself. But what do you think about that one? It's a bit of a managerial merry-go-round at the moment, isn't it? You got Ancelotti going back to where he was before, where he got sacked, which I don't understand why they're signing him again. They make no sense. Their transfer policy for both players and managers makes absolutely zero sense. It's no wonder why he wanted to start a Super League, because Real Madrid are in more debt than the fucking Wall Street banks after the Wall Street crash. Yeah? They're absolutely done. They're in £1 billion worth of debt. £1 billion worth of debt. And his solution is bringing in Don Carlo. If you think about it, Don Carlo is just absolutely snaked James out. James Rodriguez, who was at Napoli with him, he was across the continent playing European football, and then Carlo Ancelotti convinced him to come over there, and then he's just pissed off without him. Bamford is terrible on FIFA. Have you got his team of the season card, mate? Because that would change your mind. I believe it's 89 rated. In fact, I might have to have a little look at his stats. Honestly, do you know how annoying it is? The 1 year, like, my PS4 always sounds like it is. I don't know if you have this with yours, but my PS4 always sounds like it's a bloody jumbo jet engine getting ready to take off whenever I turn it on. Yeah, the 1 year, it's literally had so much wear and tear that it's unable to perform its basic task and play FIFA. Yeah. Is the year where Leeds have all these amazing cards in the game. Bamford, Rafinha with his, like, what is that special upgraded card for Rafinha, the purple one. It was a player of the month SBC, actually. Bamford with his team of the season card. Oh, mate, that card is actually, it gives me hard-ons. Let me have a little look at it. And you're telling, in fact, you're saying he's bad on FIFA, yeah? Let me not just have a look at him, yeah? Let me have a look at his in-games, yeah? Now, they may have changed what the meta is this game, but I don't think it would have changed that much. So let me just whip out my inner Nepenthes, my inner Road to Glory Nepenthes style, and let's have a little look at the in-games. So we come over here to the in-game stats, the IGS. 92 sprint speed, 86 acceleration. Okay? So that's a decent overlay. Probably at the end game, you're going to want a bit more. But you know how you solve that? Where's my old chemistry styles? Hawk, 94 pace. Not really good enough. It's good sprint speed, but as we know, acceleration is probably the more important thing. So you're going to want to whack a Hunter on him. With a Hunter, you get 98 pace, 96 acceleration, pretty damn decent, 99 sprint speed, 99 positioning. Now, I've seen a few clips of defending this year, and I've played a bit actually, and it's impossible to defend. Honestly, it's like every time you hop into a game, your team just whips out their inner Man United and just decides that they don't know how to defend. 99 finishing, 99 shot power, good volleys, good penalties. These are irrelevant, really. The long shots could do with a bit of boosting. The dribbling, agility, and balance a bit too low for my liking. I have to go now. I'll be back later. Okay, no worries, my man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you here. The game only has like 13 minutes left, so it'll probably be the last I see you today. So thank you very much for tuning in. It means a lot, my friend, for you to spend your time with me. And we'll be back strong for the Euros, mate. The pints will be back out for the Euros. I'll tell you that much for sure. Again, nothing really happening. Come on, man. I want to see more action. Why am I watching another stale-ass game? You know what? I watched England 2 days ago, and it was a stale-ass 1-0, yeah? Staler than my bread in my cupboard. And that's pretty damn stale, let me tell you. But at least we scored some goals. This has been dry. This has been drier than a Peshwari naan. Oh, man. Look at that. I just see my boy's post with his fucking full-ass beard. Shining. Meanwhile, my beard's got about as much connection as fucking Tesco Wi-Fi. Absolutely disgusting. I've been stiffed by the genetics. I've been absolutely shafted. Sold down a river. More than sold down a river, in fact. Let me just check the quality. Let me just check this is all working. You know what? It's looking smooth. I hope it feels smooth. I hope it is smooth. Mata whips it in. Matic. Ferran Torres now. Ferran Torres cuts it back. Who's this? It's drilled across by Gaia. Oh, Spain so close to stealing it. So close to stealing it at the death there. Oh, Morata couldn't quite get his foot on that. That would have been the robbery of the century. Well, not really the robbery of the century, but it would have been something to spark this game into life. To give it a bit of razzmatazz. A bit of pizzazz. How are we doing, bro? Did you notice they were waxing lyrical about the other Llorente, thinking it was Diego? Yeah, man, this is why I was so confused. I was so confused because I checked the lineup. And it's saying Llorente's on the bench. Then all of a sudden, I'm seeing Llorente on the ball. And I didn't really think too much of it. And then this guy's like, oh, he's had an absolutely fantastic season at Leeds. Let me tell you about Llorente. And I'm thinking, oh, what? Llorente is playing. So I have another check at OneFootball, check at the lineups. And it's like, no, Llorente's on the bench. That was one of the biggest mindfucks I've ever seen. Let me see. Is he even still on the bench? Because I've seen this other Llorente got taken off. What's his name? Who is this? Who is this Llorente? So Diego Llorente came on in the 79th minute. The other Llorente is still there, is he? We got some double Llorente action going on. Llorente x Llorente. I'll tell you who should be playing. is Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, he hasn't been picked in the squad. Poor geezer. I mean, to be honest, I've been watching Morata today, yeah? I've been watching Morata. I don't care what people say about Rodrigo, whether he's lived up to their expectations or not. Rodrigo would do a better damn job than he has today. Rodrigo would have probably scored. He's dynamic. He's got good movement, good pace on him. What are your thoughts for next year, mate? Tom White, by the way, now that you're here. Lovely to have you here, by the way, pal. What do you think we can do in the transfer window? Who would you want to see us sign? Me, I'm still dreaming of Rodrigo de Paul. I mean, I hear so many mixed rumours about it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. If we could get Rodrigo de Paul, I think that would honestly take us to that next level. That would guarantee European football. And potentially put us into a title charge. Honestly, I'm telling you. If we could get Rodrigo de Paul, or even going for Jonathan David again. Although, we've got Jack Harrison, who can't really be displaced on that left wing. So I'm not sure if we really need another winger. And then maybe a striker. And then, of course, a left back, either Perraud or Tagliafico. Perraud seems like he's going... That rumour is going down right now. And then there's that Frenchman attacking midfielder we've also been linked with. But I'm telling you, man, I don't want any of these other frauds. I want the real deal. I want the real deal. And his name is Rodrigo de Paul. RDP. I'm ready to put him on my shirt. I'm ready to iron it on there. In fact, I don't know if I'll go for the triple shirt again. I saw some of them. If our home kit is what I think it is, it's absolutely disgraceful. Because from what I saw, it's literally the same as this year, except they've removed the blue stripes and made them yellow stripes. It literally looks clapped, if that's what it is. So I hope they've put a bit more thought and effort into it than that. Rodrigo will be the main man next season for Leeds. Sorry, mate. Mrs. gave birth last week and been in hospital. Only charged my phone. Only think RDP will happen. Well, forget that. Hold the phone, all right? Forget everything else. There is a congratulations in order because we have a father, Mr. Tom White. I don't know if this is your first child or your second child, but either way, congratulations on the kid. If it is your first child, congratulations on being a father. That is going to be one hell of an experience for you. You're going to have your work cut out for you, I'll tell you that much. But congratulations on the child. Congratulations for your wife. I'm very happy for both of you. I hope the whole process went swimmingly for you. That's a massive thing. I can only imagine what it would be like to have birth. Is it a boy or a girl? By the way. But that is you don't have to apologize about missing the stream because you have a child. That is much more important. I can tell you that much. I love having you here. I love speaking to you. But that is a lot more important than this old wanker watching a game of football. But what I will say is I hope you're there for the Euros because this Euros is about to get tasty. Going to be a lot of stuff happening. If we do sign RDP and a good left back, I don't think RDP's... I just saw that as well. I don't think RDP is going to happen, by the way, either, unfortunately. If we do sign Rodrigo de Paul, a good left back, looking like it's going to be a Galan. Looking like it's going to be Galan. Man like Galan. For 4 million. Oh, Galan for 4 million. Which would be a right coup. Have you seen much of him? First time father to a little boy, absolutely buzzing. Well, I hope you have all the blessings you can and you need for that. And I hope it all goes well for you. And I can only send you my best wishes and regards. And yes, I'm telling you, with a left back and a central midfielder in that central attacking midfield role, that's it. We are literally making a push for Europe. I haven't seen too much for him, actually. You're saying 4 million. You're saying a coup. What league does he play in? I need to do some research on this guy, this Galan geezer. I can't say I know too much about him right now, to be honest. So I do want to do some research on him and all the possible left backs, and maybe compare the stats of what we could be getting out there. But from what it sounds like it is a pretty good coup. Oh, Koke's ripped the bar. If we do sign RDP and a good left back, Champions League for sure. Definitely Champions League for sure. That's for damn sure. I'll tell you that much. And what's his name, by the way? Galan. Let me see. Okay, no, it's telling me about a Colombian president. I'm not sure that's really the right guy. Not sure that's who Leeds are signing. Here we go. Leeds I transfer for La Liga star with 3.5 million release clause. He played in La Liga last year. Of course, he got promoted. He was in the La Liga 2 the year before. And in his first year in La Liga, played a whole 37 matches. He plays for Huesca. And Huesca are basically La Liga for Huesca. Check the score versus Real Madrid. Check the goal. Oh, he scored against Real Madrid, did he? Left back. Yeah, like I say, Huesca is a bit of a... it's a side where... they're always up and down. So getting game time isn't necessarily a big thing to look at. But being successful as a fullback in that side is. And from what it sounds like, he's a very attacking fullback. I need to get... So I'm guessing he scored against Real Madrid. But what I will say, yeah, he did. Amazing goal, it says, against Real Madrid. So here we go. Let's see what's going on here. So he gets the ball here. It's played out to the right-hand side. Storming run down the right. It's drilled across to the left to Galan. Oh! Pick that one out. That is Edgan Alioski against West Brom-esque. Just drills it with his left foot straight across into the inside of that post. That was a naughty finish. That was nothing short of orgasmic. And what I will say, yeah, I need to do some more research on him. But if we've eyed him up, and he clearly seems like a bit of an attacking fullback, I have so much trust in our scouting and our transfer team that it would be for the kind of play we like, to fit into the system well, what Bielsa really likes. Because Orta, I have so much faith in him, I have so much faith in the rest of the board, and so much faith in Bielsa for picking out these players. And can you imagine, if he's doing stuff like that, he's clearly naturally talented, he's clearly got a left foot on him. Could you imagine what he'd be like? Let's see, how old is he? He's 26 years old, so he's no spring chicken. He's had a bit of experience under his belt. Where did he play before Huesca? Or has he always played for Huesca? He played for Cordoba. So he played... Is this... he's been a second division player. Like a lot of our team, he's been a second division player. Oh! Morata on the attack here to steal it! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's hit the bar in the 91st minute. If that was Rodrigo, he would have scored. That's all I'm saying. That is absolutely ridiculous from Morata there. Smashed the upright of the bar there. But yeah, can you imagine? Because look at what we've done with Alioski and Dallas, who aren't natural left backs. Alioski, when he signed for us, he could play left wing, right wing. And he's developed his game into being a left back. And not just a left back, but a fine left back at that. And with this guy, or I'd still rather see Tagliafico, I can't lie. I still have Tagliafico. Rodrigo buries that all day long. You're damn right he does. I don't know why he shot there. He could have easily curled it into the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know why he went near post and ripped it into the bar there. That's not the shot I would have gone for. But... And, I would have scored because I'm simply world class. I actually almost scored a worldie today. Would have made it 2-1 for us in the trials. And I ended up hitting the post from a free kick. It was a whipping free kick, might I add. But I did hit the crossbar / post, literally right in that corner area. Pissed me right off. But yeah, can you imagine what he would do with a Tagliafico at left back? Can you imagine the development Bielsa would be able to get out of him? I'm so excited for this transfer window. I presume most of these things are going to happen after the Euros, though. There may be a few things that happen before the Euros. But after the Euros, we got to keep an eye out for some of these niche players that we could pick up from some of these other nations. Because, you know, there's going to be a good fair few. It's going to be a good transfer window for left backs. A good shop window, should I say, for these people to come out with. Can Portugal steal a winner? Last minute of the game. Bruno Fernandes over the free kick. He whips it in. Lovely ball in. It's headed down. And he's stolen it off his teammate. I believe that was Pereira there. Stolen the ball off his teammate. Could have been a header. But yeah, what do you think? Do you want this Cordoba guy? Or would you rather... Not Cordoba, that's the team he used to play for. Do you want Javi Galan? Or would you rather have a Tagliafico or a Roman Parod? What do you think of this guy? I mean, like I said, you probably don't know too much about him either. I do need to do a bit more of a diving into his stats. I'll probably do that later when I get back from my meal. Parod, of course, being 3 years his junior, so maybe a bit more room for development there. I wonder what's going on with that. Apparently that's off. But again, that's a bit Rodrigo de Paul-esque, isn't it? It's been on, it's been off, it's been on, it's been off. Ridiculous, these transfers, the way they go on. But I'd probably put Tagliafico back in the list. How old is Tagliafico out of curiosity? He's 28, so he's one of the eldest on the list. But he'll give us good experience back there. He's also Argentinian as well, so he'll get on with Bielsa very well. He'll be able to communicate in the language very well. But like I say, I'm excited to see some of these players in the Euros. Excited to see some talent we can get. And like I say, left back and a central midfielder. And we could be in there for money. It is, of course, 0-0 now, though. It is finished. The game is done. The referee has put the whistle to his mouth. He has blown the final whistle. That is all she wrote. That is it. That is all she wrote there. It's been a pretty dull game, I can't lie. It makes me feel a bit better as an England fan after what I watched us play the other day, that I've just witnessed that. But it has been a little bit dull at times, this game. A couple of big chances for Spain there. Whoever we buy, I trust it will be the best man for the job. Like you say, Orta and Bielsa are proven geniuses. Feel very lucky in that regard. And it's about time, eh? It's about time we don't have muppets like Massimo Cellino and what fraud did we have before Cellino? We had Ken Bates. Then we lost Ken Bates. Who did we have before Cellino? We had some other flipping muppet, innit? We've always had a bunch of frauds there. Before Cellino. Massimilio Cellino. Who did even buy it off, man? I don't know. He bought us, yeah. And we have flipping... To my knowledge, we also had Ken Bates before that, who took us almost into administration after selling Chelsea to Roman Abramovich. I mean, have you seen a bigger con in the history of football? Chelsea getting bought by Roman Abramovich and losing their old shit fucking geezer and giving it to us. Take care, matey. Can't wait for your Eurostreams legend. Well, you take care, mate. I'm wishing you all the strength you can with your young... Let me guess, I don't want to get this wrong because that'd be very bad. I think you said it was your boy. Your young boy? Yes, a young little boy. So you've got your work cut out for you there, mate. I wish you the best of strength. Keep going. You're going to have some sleepless nights ahead. I wish you and your wife the best, mate. That is big news that you're a father. And all my regards for today's stream goes to Mr. Tom White in the chat. Legend of the channel. I am leaving here. Peter Ridsdale ruined us. Bates just twisted the knife. Peace out. Indeed he did. It was a peak time to be a Leeds fan. But thank you very much. I am going to end the stream here. Thank you to everyone that did tune in. Special shout outs to the new father, Tom White. The new man of the house. New king of the house. Eric, giving way to the new prince of the White family. And of course, the legend himself, Atomic Puppet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next one. New streams coming at you soon. England game in 2 days' time. And I'll be back for that one. And I hope to see your faces there. Lots of love, boys. I'll see you there.